Hello, almost Shabbat Shalom. We've got a beautiful surrounding. This is the area of Big Bear and vast forest. Actually, it's not that big. This particular part, it goes all the way. It's just like in 100 feet it ends. But from here, it looks like it's endless. See? Looks like it's endless. It continues to be endless, but it ties into what we're talking today. So almost Shabbat Shalom. I'm iLan Azulai, a spiritual life coach and a sound therapist, and I bring Jewish and Kabbalistic concepts into our daily practice. How can that help us? How can that help us see things a little bit more concisely, a little bit more focused, and most importantly, in a positive way. So we are in Parashat Va'era, portion of Va'era, in the book of Shemot. And this is when Moses is being contacted by God to tell him, hey, you're going to be the guy. You're going to deliver Israel. Now, Moses was a stutterer, and also his lips could not touch one another when he would speak, so like they were burned. This is from a story from the Midrash. When he was a baby, he was put on Pharaoh's lap because Pharaoh's daughter found him in the Nile, and so he grew up as a household member. So he was the grandson, and he was sitting on Pharaoh's lap, and he reached to the king's crown and took it and put it on his head, his own head. And Pharaoh's advisors told him, this baby could be dangerous. So before, he wanted to execute him, but the daughter pleaded, and so they said, okay, let's do a test. Let's see if he's smart or dumb. They brought two bowls, one bowl with beautiful pearls and beautiful stones, and the other bowl with hot coal. And they said, let's see which one he goes to. If he goes to the gold, if he goes to the coal, nah. Where did the baby want to go? Where did baby Moses wanted to go? To the stones. As he was reaching to the stones, angel of God moved his hand to the coals. So he took the coal, put it in his mouth, and burned. So I said, oh, this kid is dense. We can leave him. That's how he... So Moses was like, what do you mean me? I cannot do that. I cannot go and deliver. I cannot even talk. And it is said that God specifically chose Moses, who cannot speak very well. So other people will not say, oh, Moses could speak well. He sold a refrigerator to an Eskimo. He can speak very well. So that's why, part of why God chose Moses. In this, now Moses at that time did not know that he is capable of delivering everything, especially with the help of God. But there is here a sentence that raises a question that I wanted to touch upon. Usually there are two references to God in the Torah, Elohim and the name of God, the four letters God, the 10th letter, 5th letter, 6th letter, and 5th letter, the four letters of God. That when Elohim is mentioned, that means that it is referred to God by way of nature, or in the judgment way, in a way of how the world operates. That's the world by way of nature, which means if a rock falls on your head, a rock falls on your head. That's by way of nature. When the name of God is mentioned, it is grace, chesed. So what is God's? There is a sentence here. Usually it says, and the name of God spoke to Moses and said. But here it says, Vaydaber Elohim leMoshe vayomer ani Hashem, which means the by way of nature name of God spoke to Moses and told him, I am the God of Chesed. And this is to show, and it is to teach us a great lesson, that many times we do not see the plans of what the big picture of what is about to happen. We're going through turmoils and we don't see the end of the tunnel. So God is saying, although you don't understand why I'm doing things, at the end it will be good. Last week I talked about that, especially because of actions of those who are against you or want to hurt you. Their actions will eventually turn into the good creation of God for you, the execution of the plan for you. So it is not always that we can see that. We cannot always see what is in store or what is happening. So God is saying, I'm coming. It appears that I'm coming in the way of judgment, in the way of dinim, by way of nature. But at the end of the day, it is all for the good of you. So we can see that we can experience many challenges, and all at once. You know, when it says, when it rains, it pours. Well, when it rains, sometimes it's a mudslide. You know, at the end of the road is the shore. You know, at the end of there is a reason why we're going through the experiences that we are going through, so we can learn and grow. And the learn and growth through these extraneous situations are those who make us strong and confident and able. So Shabbat Shalom. Be able, you are able.